now
Goodbye,
I
Damon.
drive alone past your street. Red lights, stop signs, I still see your face in the white cars.
So who is Damon Salvatore without Lena Gilbert?
Having fun?
You still got him as Daniel Vampire Diaries. It's been 5 years. Really? What am I in? What am I under? Look me up now. I want to know what I'm under. Am I under Joseph Vampire Diaries?
I think you might be.
Like the Atlantic.
Get 'em going down like the Titanic.
Shiny like a melody.
I'm awake.
You're awake.
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say.
It makes me feel... I don't want to say sexual.
Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, it's our motto.
What's the motto?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
I said, I don't think that he's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me?
That's my opinion!
¿Cómo se dice diarrea en África? Abunda la caca.
Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it. I see you moving your head, go ahead, babble it. We can cradle the bed, I'm straight racking it.
I shipped Elena and Damon like crazy. But when Nikki and I got together, I saw all the hatred on social media. And I was so pissed off and so kind of hurt that my fans and Elena's fans could be so mean to the woman that I loved that I was like, no more. No more Damon and Elena. It's not worth it. If you are not an elevated person enough to realize that this is a fake relationship on television, that you would then use your real voice to demonize or be mean to a real human being who's an amazing human being, then you have no place as my fan. None.
Yeah.
That energy should not be tolerated in the world.
Super easy to work with. Come on.
Tell it to Candace.
If you're talking about that whole sandwich incident, we are completely past that.
Let's see. Well, when you drive 20 miles out of your way to go to your favorite sandwich shop because they make the most exquisite, perfect turkey clubs, and then you buy it, and then you write on it, in all caps, Candace's sandwich, before you put it in the fridge. I mean, wouldn't you take that to mean, I don't know, just keep your grubby little hands the hell off of my sandwich, Cat Graham?
I mean, we totally laugh about it now.
I actually don't have an opinion. I shift all the time. I kind of want Stefan and Damon to walk off into the sunset within the sunrise without their rings on. That'd be good.
That's dark.
No, it's light actually because the sun's rising.
Let's go.
Duh. The devil.
Rude.
Okay.
Let's go.
Which bitch? Fight! Come out here and fight!
Going somewhere? I love her.
Cause my best friend finna, she finna. Oh, your best friend, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. That's my best friend, that's my best friend. You better fuck it up. Best friend, won't you? Come on, best friend, let's go. Won't you throw it in a circle, yeah.
I was protecting Elena. I will always protect Elena. I'm on my way to murder Elena. Think about Elena, blah, blah, blah. I want Elena gone. She's the root of all your problems and therefore mine. In the grand scheme of things, she's really not that special. She's just a stupid girl. She's a stupid human girl who will be so easy to kill. I'm thinking something symbolic. Maybe find a bathtub to drown her in. Full circle kind of.
Then I get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't forget.
I love Candace as a person and as an actress, but she's such a friend of mine, and I'm friends with her husband, and it's always so hysterical to me when we have to make out, because I honestly look forward to it because it's so awkward and funny. So I'm looking forward to it just for that reason alone. Right. And then I text Joe and I'm like, I just made out with your wife.
The actress actually has to know both dialogues.
Catherine?
And for 12 pages of dialogue, she is sitting in a tomb as Catherine having a conversation with Elena. There is nothing else going on. The two of them are face to face.
At the time, I was kind of thinking about it. How are they going to do that? And it started off with split screen.
Of course, the actress can't shoot that scene like a normal scene. She can't sit there and talk to herself.
We had a body double who would stand, and I would plan how I would play each side. They would have to imitate every little movement I did from behind so as to not give away that it wasn't actually me. And then they would do a split screen, so we'd draw lines, and I had a limit of where I could walk and talk because they would cut it in half.
They lock off the camera and they can split a screen straight down the middle of them.
And magically tape it, scotch tape, and it looks like one.
And she was really good with a split screen. Think about it, these are young actors. They don't know all the visual tricks. This is an actress who picked it up.
It's a challenging task editorially. Nobody really knows until you sit there.
I have to think about what's going to happen and how I'll react. If Catherine says a line and she's snarky, I have to remember that for when I'm playing Elena. Oh, she was just being snarky. I have to react offended.
What's wrong? Afraid I'm right?
And so there's just a lot of work and preparation and planning involved.
There's a very technical part of this that I don't think people actually realize. There is matching. When you're doing take 1, take 2, and take 3, and you put your hair to the side, you better do that on the same line every single take, or you're going to have an editing problem. And this is an actress who gets it.
It's not tucked. This one's tucked. Continuity crazy.
If you do it wrong, it just becomes silly, and it just becomes kind of funny. And we didn't want that to be the case.
It's really about the believability of the character itself. If you are engrossed in the scene and you think Elena is Elena and Catherine is Catherine, the split screens are sort of irrelevant.
And I have never seen anything like it in my life when that was cut together. It was astounding to me. There were no mistakes.
Gets in my head a little bit sometimes when I go back and forth. It kind of messes with me, but it's cool.
And on top of that, you have to pour your eyes out and cry and burst into tears, take after take after take until your tear ducts are dry.
I've been so selfish because I love you so much, but it's over. Believe it or not, when you look in the mirror and you look different, it helps you feel different and walk different when you put on the heels and your hair. When my hair is just longer and I can just play with it and my strut, I have this walk that I do. It really, the physical and visual really transforms the internal.
Yeah, it is always interesting seeing Nina transform into one of the other characters.
You can just tell when it's Catherine, and then when it's Elena, it's like purity and innocence, and it's very obvious.
There is a very big separation within the two characters. You can just tell when it's an Elena day, you can tell when it's Catherine day. She has a little extra sass in her step.
She embraces it, not just externally, but internally, and you can see it in